Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris Surface, guest host in for Amanda today. And I'm so excited for our next segment because it's Arts at the Armory, an event that I know I love going to each year. And I have three fabulous artists from our community here who are joining us on the couch. Crystal Jimenez, welcome.
Thank you.
You're with Yo, It's Cake.
That's correct.
And Freya Knott, who is our wonderful young one here today. Welcome. And Anna Holcomb of Alder and June. Welcome.
Thank you.
We've got a lot to talk about from all three of you. And the first question I'm going to ask you is, what inspired you to participate in Arts at the Armory this year? And I think I'll start with you.
I was so inspired by many of my friends who have done it before. They'd all told me that it was a really good idea to apply this year. And I'm really excited. It's my first year.
Wonderful. Congratulations on the first year. Now, Freya, what inspired you to want to participate in Arts at the Armory?
When I was younger, I used to make a lot of little drawings, and when I got older, I used to really get inspired by other people's artwork, and I decided I wanted to do something bigger.
This is big. This is a really big thing too, so that's wonderful. And Anna, what about you?
Yeah, this will be my third year participating as an artist in the event, and the first time I ever was in it, I was volunteering, and it was just so vibrant and amazing to be a part of the creative energy, so that really inspired me to kind of put my foot out there and try to participate as an artist as well. I just love the energy in the room. It's such a cool event to be a part of.
From volunteer to exhibitor. That's
Yeah.
a great track for that. Next, you'll be headlining a show somewhere too.
Maybe.
Now, you all three create extremely different pieces of art. And so I'd love for you to each tell us a little bit about what you're showcasing at the event. So what are you showcasing at the event this year?
This year, mainly, I'm going to be showcasing a lot of my ceramic babies.
I saw you
similar
wearing
to
the
this one.
the brooch.
Yeah, and I'm going to have a few other pieces too. I'll have tote bags and stuff, but mainly my ceramics. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's great. Now, I'm looking at those, and I asked you the first question when I saw the one on your brooch. I'm like, I saw that in the clip, and it's like, oh, there's all different sizes of those as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got bigger ones, some that are real tiny, and then these wearable ones.
That's great. Now, Freya, what about you? What are you going to be showcasing?
I like doing paintings and stuff, so I'm gonna do Christmas paintings, and I don't know, just I like doing different varieties of paintings and stuff. I'm gonna have some different ones too, but mostly Christmas paintings since it's almost Christmas, just for decoration or really anything it could use for decoration in your house to give to someone.
Now, did you do that one of Jack Skellington? That's great. Those are some great pieces. Now, I have a question. I heard a rumor that you sold out all of your paintings last year. That's fantastic. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Well done. Now, Anna, what are you going to be showcasing this year at Arts at the Armory?
So I'm a small batch ceramic artist, and I make a lot of jewelry, and I've been also creating little platters and plates and stuff that I'll be bringing to the event as well. That's an example of one of my sgraffito designs. So I really enjoy making a lot of doodly work and a lot of wearable art in the form of jewelry primarily.
That's fantastic.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And now that was a time lapse.
Yeah.
So my next question, of course, would be, how long does it take you to create a piece like that?
A long time. It is so tedious that from start to finish, the ceramic process has a lot of different steps, and it's pretty technical. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of time to kind of invest into the start to finish process, but it's very fun.
And every piece unique too.
Yeah.
With all three of you, every piece is a unique piece of art that comes forward. Art is a process. I know as a stage artist, I know that it's a lot and it takes our time, but we all have our favorite ways to create art. So Crystal, what is your favorite way to create art?
Collaboratively in a community space where everyone's energy is just kind of bouncing off of each other's. I love that. That's my favorite. It doesn't really matter what type of medium I'm working on as long as I have my friends with me.
It is amazing how that group energy feeds
Oh yeah.
the whole process of creation. I do love the, what would you call that baby head?
Oh, she's Hulk inspired. She's a Hulk.
I had
She's
a
a Hulk drag queen. She's amazing.
That is fantastic. Now, Freya, same question for you. How do you like to create art?
I like to create art with my grandma sometimes. I like to create art a lot of different ways. And sometimes I like doing like auctions and stuff whenever I'm selling my art and stuff like that.
Now, you said your grandma is somebody you like to have around you. Does she inspire you?
Yeah.
That's great. I know my grandma was a huge inspiration to me as well in all that I did. Now, Anna, what about you?
Yeah, my favorite way to make art, I think it's just sitting down and seeing what happens. I don't necessarily always have a plan when I sit and work with clay. I think it just, whatever kind of comes forward is what will be. So I'm pretty like flowy and I don't know, kind of loose with the
Almost
with
as
the
if you're
process.
molding it as you
Yeah,
go along.
I love the flow state that clay as a medium kind of gets me to. I kind of get lost in it. So kind of sit down and without a plan and see what happens.
Wonderful. Now, Freya kind of jumped into one of the questions I was going to ask a little bit later in our talk today about inspiration. But I'd love to know, Crystal, what inspires you?
I need to make. I just always need to make. I've always been a tinkerer and kind of working on things all the time. So I'm inspired by the desire to create. Just always making something.
Now, Freya, I know you said your grandma inspires you. Is there anything else that inspires you as an artist?
I mean, sometimes when I like to draw, I like look around my house and maybe I'll see like a tree or something and then I just want to draw a tree. Or I just get a thought of like drawing something like random, like a cat or a dog or like, I don't know, just random stuff around my house.
That's great.
Yeah.
And Anna?
Yeah, I think that for me, like art is a way to care for myself, and I think like creative engagement and creative practice is so good for your well-being. So I think I find that to be the most inspiring thing. It's just like really a solid way to engage in self-care and creative expression.
Now, as artists, you create something and then you are selling something too. How do you pick what you sell and what you keep? It's like giving away a piece of you. Crystal?
I always try to keep stuff, but it never happens. I think that whenever I'm making something really, really, really weird, it's for me, and then everything else is for everyone else.
Freya, what about you?
I like choosing like winter stuff when I'm going to the Armory, and I like to like go through like the seasons that I'm doing it in, like if it's like summer or if it's like December or something like that, then I like to do like winter stuff or like summery stuff and stuff.
Anna?
Yeah, I think that's probably like the hardest part of the process for me is figuring out like how to put a price tag on what you make, because I think art is so invaluable and priceless, you know, to be engaging in creative expression in that way. So that's something I personally really struggle with. And I'm always really humbled when people come up to my stand and want to walk away purchasing one of my pieces. It's so cool. So that doesn't maybe answer the question directly, but that's definitely one of the biggest challenges for me in my creative business.
A great one, though. But I believe now you've got a very busy weekend coming up because it's this weekend. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
December 7th and 8th. And if people want to find out more details about all of you, what's the best way to do that?
Oh, find me on Instagram. At
Instagram?
It's Cake.
Freya?
Find me on Instagram.
Instagram?
Same.
Instagram everywhere. And I know that if you go to TacomaArtsMonth.org, it's going to tell you even a little bit more about how to find out information about this Arts at the Armory event on December 7th and 8th. 2 seconds each on the last thing out. What's the best thing about art for you?
Making, exploring creative process.
I don't know. I think art makes me feel happy.
Happy, Anna.
Say creative expression and flow.
I love it. And I hope that we will see all of you have huge success December 7th and 8th at Arts at the Armory. Coming up next, thank you all for being here today. And coming up next, we have our friends from Tacoma Little Theater and a little bit of our Pet of the Week. And wow, it looks like they're fresh from Anatevka, Jonathan and Bill as Tevya. We'll see you back in just a moment.